So you're the last boss. On 100th floor, finality. The remains of the illusions simmered at the space where Halberstadt dissipated like mist. Reality or fabrication, it was unclear where they stood. They were within a world of phantasm, in the chasm between dream and consciousness. A single woman stood before them. No, it was a single human tank. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, ALTeR Matsuyuki Shiro. Who the hell are you? I'm known as the Lord of Rubble. I am also Shiro's guardian. Thank you for taking care of Shiro the other day. Guardian? Several objects began floating around the Lord and started roaming the cavern in circles. So this is what the floor looks like without the hologram projected. There are so many weapons and trash! A trash can? It was indeed a trash can. The Great Cavern of Fuji was a cavern designated specifically to isolate dangerous human tanks. The lowest floor of the cavern was littered with trash. The Lord possessed complete control over all of the ammunition, cannons, rifles and tires. Everything that was now garbage. These parts were all floating up. She was the Lord of Rubble, the Lord of Trash. You can control all this waste, as long as it can be used as weapon or equipment. Activating barrier. Wah! Something's flying this way! Watch out, ALTeR. Ah! A bomb just flew at us. Whoa there, is she trying to kill us? Dance, Rubble. Wait, hold it. A laser! Run! Ah! Ah! She just shot lasers from behind her. What is she? A tank with superpowers? She's fully intent on fighting us. I have already declared myself to be Shiro's guardian. Shiro's growth, knowledge, experiences and future, everything is in my hands. I will protect her. Lord of Rubble, you choose to battle? Yes, I am the only one remaining after all. But you do not wish to fight, so why do you choose to fight? Toga, I am sorry. I finally understand. Understand what? Even if I do not wish to fight, I will fight to protect Shiro. She looked toward Shiro, who was crouching on the ground where Halberstadt disappeared, lying. The Lord believed she was doing the right thing. She could not allow Shiro to fall into human hands. It would be like offering a sacrifice to an altar, a fate she would not let Shiro meet. I am satisfied to be able to fight for Shiro. Lord of Rubble, your superior is... I have already said, my superior. ALTeR, she's coming. Is there no other way? Stop this, Lord of Rubble! ALTeR, enemy tanks are mixed within the holograms. Kanato, forgive me, I am but a human tank in the end. Lord! Watch closely, Shiro. This is what a human tank is. This is what fighting for another's sake looks like. Stop this, you're different. Toka, you said that she doesn't want to fight, didn't you? I did, but it's different now. Why? I didn't understand it myself, but... I can't stop her. I can't stop her as she is now. I will not forgive you. You will never make Shiro cry again. Do you really want to fight? ALTeR, hurry. We need to prepare for battle. She did not believe at all that Shiro would be destroyed by ALTeR. Her reason for fighting was simply because she did not want to part with Shiro. You will not get away. ALTeR, it's too late. ALTeR! ALTeR, prepare for battle. Lieutenant! All forces, prepare for battle! The final battle. The opponent is a weapon of mass destruction sealed along with Halberstadt. Detritus, the Colossal Void's mainframe. Are you ready for the final battle? Hell yes, I am. Right, okay, let's place stuff around. This map, I hate it. Too many little gaps in the front, so I cannot even really use big maps. Or maybe it's just game's way of telling. Why are you even using big maps anymore? It's all Ludwig's and Mizora's all the way. Let's snoop the battle layout. Okay, something moved. That already messed up my recon. Whatever. So, okay, I think that was that assault tank on the right that moved. So, speed 6, move 5. Definitely formidable for the special wizard size. Shooting range 6, shooting area 4. That's what's really troubling. Side range is Above average, not terrible. Scouting range is, I mean, whichever scout range, you can just duke my backline. This armor, yeah, so she's also counts as a control tank, so there's, I think, yeah, there's a control tank right next to her, but she also counts as one for some reason. No idea why. Barrier gives her perfect evasion. Illusion core, that's makes it untouchable unless, no, not unless, but if you're cornered. So you need to be at least balanced or dominating to hit her. Bit more lenient than Halberstadt, at least. She also has one tile less than Halberstadt, so she's actually smaller even though she looks bigger. But the way that it's spread out, I think, makes it actually a bit harder to actually hurt her. Need 5 hits. How many do you need to kill Stadt? I don't know. 4. Yeah, you need 4 to kill Stadt, to kill Halberstadt, 5 to kill this one. Definitely harder to kill. Okay. And the rest, I've got, yeah, whatever. I've got it. Alright, deploy. Pokeri goes. It was somewhere here. Ludwig goes for that shock tank here. This Ludwig goes for, there was another shock tank right here. Let's go for some Mizuras. So what I'm going for is these 3 should be able to get a good hit on... or maybe... No, that's not what I was actually going for, I think. Yes. Let's keep all of those in the front lines or something. Yeah. How many do I have? Formation. I can place way more than that. Place 4 more. Let's go here. Place 1 here. Can get 3 more. Let's get some more Mizuras. I want to flood this with Mizuras. Actually, no. 2 more, and I nope. And also the second Koharu just for backup. Oops. You need to go on the other side. And deploy the other Mizuras. Just backup things, you know. Oh, is that already too many? Did I miss? Oh, right. I miscounted. Yeah, I keep forgetting the command tank count on the bottom right. Yeah. Whatever. Go for that assault tank up there. Yes. Go for that shock tank up here. Great. Go for that shock tank here. Have her go somewhere up here because... yeah, found her. I could have gone with... never mind. And then I'm going to stall. The buffer, rather. The time has passed. Okay, something moved. Probably a scout. Definitely a scout. Everything else would have probably attacked. And I only saw like 2 shock and 2 assault tanks. Don't think anything else has haste. maybe an interceptor, probably. Yeah, actually probably an interceptor. That does sound like something that would be hasted. So I just need to go 3 snipers straight for detritus. Another one can go for detritus and 1 tile on the control tank. The others can go for the shock tank, whatever, or the scout, or whatever. Mostly I'm going for detritus because she's boss. She's the only one I need to kill. Once she's down, everything else doesn't matter anymore. And so basically my strategy here is pure alpha strike. Goodness, did I mess it up? I messed it up. You go... you cannot go for detritus. Instead you will go for... Scout is somewhere up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Like there, maybe? No, okay, it's not there. It probably moved because it was hasted. Let's have her move up to detritus. Okay, found her. That's 1 hit out of 5. That serves 3 purposes. 1, of course, you get a hit in. 2, it's a distraction, so she won't go for anything important. Okay, I miscounted my rangers. That is poor planning on my part. 3. Ah, okay, no, she was smart and went for one of the clusters. Yeah. Stupid me. Log, where did that show up? 1111. Get rid of that one real quick. Recon. Yes. These 2 are wonderfully positioned. Okay. There's a scout there I want to get rid of, really. Let's look out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that one can go for the scout. Oh, it cannot! I have erred in my judgment. No! As I said, distraction. It's just the 2 area in artillery tank. What's the matter even? Now they're blinded. Let's go for this one because that one definitely has a worse area effect. Also get a slight hit on detritus. Nah, they're both within collateral damage range, so... Not collateral damage range, but just in range where detritus can hit both of them, and that's no bueno. Yeah, who even uses interceptors in this day and age? I mean artillery in this day and age. 2 more tiles, getting there slowly. Keep going up. Yes. And buffering. Ah, I didn't show off the attack animation, damn it. Kinda skip over all of those, just by reflex. There we go. I've got 4 tanks ready to snipe. Should be enough, I reckon. Go for the big one. Nice shot. 1 tile there. You go for the assault tank just to finish it off. Get a bit more, you know, weight behind my advantage. It's still balanced, but I do not want to get one bad shot could mean that I lose that, you know. Probably not though. Right. This time just stalling because I want to see Detritus attack animation, I guess. I just need 1 hit, she cannot hit all of them at once, and Detritus is the only tank left that can shoot back after the artillery is down. Straight up dominant, yeah. We T-posing now, boys. Girls, whatever. I cannot kill any of these interceptors without... I'll probably regret this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, no, this is too close. I am going to stay here. That way, if I moved up, she would be able to hit like 3 of them. That is too much for me. There we go, that's the attack animation. Only 2 of them. Oh, and I was wondering, oh, she's attacking herself? No, the 1 tile that's still alive? Not getting hit, actually. It's just a hand. She's just literally crawling around with her hand or something. It's a weird hand thing. Can I get the other tile? I really want to get that wipeout bonus just for the breaking whites. No, I don't think so. Or maybe I can. Let's see. Can you go there? No, I cannot. Oh well. I'm not going to... I cannot be in disadvantage anymore because she's literally too... Nah, I'm not going to risk it. No games. That's not worth it. Still a pretty clean fight. It was roughly half a year after Kanato arrived, wasn't it? Shiro was growing healthily and she remained pure and innocent. What do you think the first word she said was? Did you like being called Mom? How did you know? Was it really? Did your teacher to call you that? Halberstadt taught her. I have no idea when she did. Haha. Lord! Shiro? Great Cavern of Fuji, 100th floor. Finality. ALTeR had finally defeated the human tank at the final area of the cavern. It's finally over. Yes. The human tanks were all satisfied. Some were disposed of by the Superior, told that they were not needed. Others were disposed of moments after they were born. All of the human tanks that were disposed of in war wished to fight once more. Those that have never fought wished to be of use to the Superior through battle. Even though the Superior was gone? Lord, say something, please! Shiro, you're safe? Yes, I'm okay, Lord. She was here. She was right here. Did you watch me? That was the battle of a human tank. Why? Why did you fight? She did not understand. The reason she risked her life in battle may not have been clear to Shiro. Lord, I don't want to see this happen. Are you satisfied, Lord of Rubble? Yes. ALTeR? Shiro, did I go through my part of the promise with you? Huh? I'll let the stray tanks fight as they wanted. But, ALTeR... Lord, you shouldn't get up yet. I will not hand over Shiro to you humans. I will not offer her to the ALTeR. Well, I'm not gonna marry her or anything, right? She will not be nothing more than a sacrifice if I let her go. I did not raise Shiro for that. Then what are you going to do, Ishiro? Fight me once more. What? What is she saying? I can still fight. I am not satisfied yet. You just said you were satisfied. You can't fight anymore. You're too heavily damaged. Why is there a need to fight? She's at her limits. She's going to self-destruct. I cannot self-destruct even if I feel my limits. Hey! What are you trying to do? Shiro stood up. She stood right before ALTeR, as if protecting the Lord. That could only mean... This is no time for jokes. I am not joking! Stop this, Shiro! What are you trying to do? Answer me! I'm going to protect her! Stay back, Shiro! No! Even if all the other stray tanks are happy to fight, I hate it! I don't want them to disappear! Are you going to fight? I am! I'm a human tank! That's impossible. Shiro was never given the will to fight. Fight me, ALTeR! 1v1 me, bitch! ALTeR, what should we do? Lieutenant? I will fight her 1-1. Yeah, as I said, 1v1 me. Wah! Stay out of this, Ruru. Leave it to me. ALTeR. ALTeR! Let's do this. There we are. The true, real final boss of the Great Cavern of Fuji. Damn it! I'm gonna lose to a pass. The misclicks keep happening. ALTeR! ALTeR! Huh? What happened? Just as I saw it. It's my loss. Why didn't you shoot? I did, but I guess the script assumes that you time out. There's no way a human could win against a human tank. Shiro isn't a normal human tank. She's as fragile as a normal human and has no means of attack. She is no different than a normal human. ALTeR, are you okay? It's just that. I just said, it's just as you saw. I didn't attack, Shiro didn't attack, none of us were attacked. ALTeR, don't get the wrong idea. I only fought because Toka wanted me to fight. What are you talking about? Why did ALTeR choose not to fight? Was it because her opponent was a human tank that did not wish to fight? Was it because she emphasized with Shiro and the Lord? The truth is unknown. However, the core reason was unclear. ALTeR simply could not pull the trigger. ALTeR, fight before we are! Oh, shut your trap. I lost, you can all do whatever you want. So that is how it is. Lord, are you sure, ALTeR? If this satisfies them? Shiro. Yes? I lost the humans and you achieved victory over them. But that's... Therefore, you must decide. Huh? What do you want to do from now on? What do I want to do? You can do anything you like. Anything I like? Yes, whatever you wish. The Lord knew her answer. Even if she does not offer her precious child to the altar, children will eventually... Lord, I want to stay in this cave with... Your lies can't fool the Lord. Oh. Lord? Come here, Shiro. Shiro hesitantly made her way to the Lord. Then she bashfully rested her head in the usual position. Shiro, do you remember the first word you ever said? Huh? No, I don't. You called me Mama. Well, really? Since you saw me as so, perhaps I am your mother. Oh. Then you are my precious child. To think a human tank could have a child. Did you know that human children grow up and become adults? I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. And when they become adults, they leave their parents and live on their own. I am forbidden from leaving this cavern, however... Mama? Huh? Mama? I want to see the surface. It was a cold February day. 2 human tanks climbed their way out of the deep, deep cavern. While climbing out of the cavern, they met many people, experienced many things, and filled their white canvas with many colors. The 2 human tanks were very amazing human tanks. How is it? Will this do? Perfect, don't you think? Snow! It's snowing! The one who raised those amazing tanks was one of the oldest human tanks. That human tank, ALTeR. What? Was gazing at the drifting snow. You noticed? Our human tank engineer did. The small tank with the armband? Yeah, her. She's the one making it now. Armband, small girl. Ah, it was God. Toka mentioned something similar, the idea of a human tank engineer being God. She is God. She made me able to see snow. On the 100th floor, a bright blue sky expanded into darkness and snow was falling. Was it an illusion or something else? I'm not God at all. Why not God? Lord of Rubble, how do you feel? Thank you. I can enjoy the snow in this position. Ellie, is she nearing her limits? Her shadow almost disappeared. She won't last long. Haha, I can hear you. Shoot. I'm not God. I can't repair you. I'm glad. I didn't want to show myself like this to Shiro. You push yourself beyond the limits. Even if you can't explode, your lifespan was already... ALTeR, it's almost time. Yeah. Hey, Lord of Rubble. What is it? Why snow? I'm sure there are a lot of scenery much more beautiful. It's the last thing you'll see. You should have... It's because... The snow is white. The Lord quietly dreamed in peace as the rubble watched over her. It was very silent and not a sound could be heard. Her precious child was running. She ran in joy across the wide, pure and untouched snowfield. Tuka, look! Snow! Snow is falling! Snow fell in the cavern too. But look! Ah, it's so cold! It feels so nice! Real snow. How long has it been? Under the cold February sky. Real sunlight shone and the real scent of plants was in the air. The refreshingly cold world was covered in white. It was the first real scenery she laid her eyes upon. So your superior is somewhere out there. We're not going to find it that easily. Huh? Why? Oh, right, you didn't know. Know what? I know a lot. I just haven't seen anything, but I know a lot. No, you don't know. The world is a very large place. Wow, it's beautiful. Toka's goal to find a superior may have been an excuse. ALTeR told me that there are many pretty places on the surface like this. Perhaps there are. Can I go along with you, Toka? That was what I intended to do. I can't leave you alone on the surface. An excuse because Toka had decided to protect Shiro. Shiro said that she would fight. That was very much like Toka, yet very different from Toka. Then... Toka, I want to see the ocean next! Alright. If she is together with Shiro, she may be able to find her answer. Have you found your answer? Toka may have found a superior. Shiro may have come to understand human tanks. Or perhaps they arrived at a different conclusion. Shiro drew herself as she liked, as she experienced the beauty of the surface and they're not so beautiful. Nobody knows what you do on a blank canvas. However, one thing was for sure. No matter what color her canvas was, Shiro was happy until the very end. Human tanks they are. So bright. ALTeR, we made it back to the surface. Fresh air. It took forever. God, it's still too cold outside. But we've completely cleared the Great Cavern of Fuji now. It was long, a really long cavern. There are no more threats anymore. All's well that ends well. What? May I ask a question? Go right ahead, I'll listen to what you have to say because of the great sense of accomplishment I'm feeling. Operation Kisaragi? We completely forgot!
ひどい。